What's going on there, Arma? How you doing? Okay. You forgot to get on this side. Oh my god, what a cute cat. You did it. Just like Dora. You did it. Without knocking the boots. Welcome to the episode of At Your Disclosure. This is your host, Alex Ruben Tovar, here disclosing this weekly double on paid on day of the week with normally I was off for NAF on that fella's phone, and Friday having been Sunday by now. You do things different, and on that note, you take into consideration being Sunday morning. It's not that bad. It's still considered Saturday. Like when I used to go to Rock Automation, this Sir Tor speaking. You know, I'm just talking about my days at Rock Automation before the huge jump, and that's what is considered working smart as opposed to working hard. So a lot of times I get dropped off, and freaking 1 in the morning is considered Sunday morning. To having an IT, what are they at T's, stay back, when everyone's gone. Decided, well, I reek, I didn't shower. I'm just gonna lay down some cubicles till it leaves. I told myself, well, I could hang out here, for about an hour. I mean, he's already there in front of the server room, so freaking. I tell myself, well, the RISER room's been checked. That's it, I can go an hour without checking it, and it'll be good. It'll be all right. And thinking back, you actually had to check it. Hell nah. But still, assuming that just because IT guy's there, but that's all myself is trust. Well, since I know, and just like one of my primary banks, besides Lincoln and a bunch of other banks, Tom's Peak and Hayden Road. You think of Romulus and Remus to freaking. I have this bad habit of saying twinkle twinkle. I played it on the xylophone in the 5th grade. 4th grade, when picking Old MacDonald as opposed to freaking Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, an exclamation point. But besides all that, I told myself, well, I'm gonna give myself an hour. So I go lay down in some cubicles on the floor to freaking, oh shoot, it is day. So I go to the front. Oh crap. Alright. So there's no one available, so I do my normal routine. To freaking later on, he shows up. Ryan Thompson. And he's, to his surprise, signs in and remembers. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I backed my RISER 300 Champagne Gold into a glass bottle. I'm just like, what do you say to that? But at the same time, remembering falling asleep with the only ones in there is myself and Mr. Thompson. To freaking a glass bottle and the sound it may produce if there's an ear to hear it. And you know what that sounds like? If I could produce that sound, maybe if I was Glass Joe, I could probably produce that sound just by rapping. Or, you could think of all kinds of things that would sound like broken glass everywhere. And can you imagine that? Freaking, well, anywho, that to me is strange. So, you got to pay attention to a lot of things. And even earlier, I had dropped some articles to some friends and family members about my days when I was in Vegas as a bank rover. But before that, I was a bank captain in Las Vegas, Nevada, for Bank of America and G4S Secure Solutions when it had, before that it was the Whack and Hunt Corporation, TWC, but in the transitioning, it was Whack and Hunt G4S when I had relocated to Vegas. So this article moving out there during the recession in like 2010, I told him, I read the paper, and it was off those ones you get anywhere, the jobs ads, and it had said, "Oh, hiring minorities." So, and I read it, and I told us, all right, well, let's see what this brings. Let's see what type of experience I can expect. So, nothing new to me, but at the same time, too, had told myself, just the name right there, Whack and Hunt. A lot of times you would associate it with other things, and it's funny. Not trying to compare it to a wedding in Wickenburg, but you just think of the similarities for the same fact that you can mispronounce Wackin for Wiccan, but reality. Burrs! Oh, but yeah, best wishes, Carlitos Jr. the third, and I had reached out to friends and family members, mainly women of interest, where I'm like, all right, you down to go to this wedding to freaking whether a time slide there or not, you could expect me in spirit. So hopefully you are watching this and know that your dad's a hard worker. He is appreciated, and he is first line of defense when it comes to getting your home repaired. So he is definitely the Army Corps of Engineer over at Flankers, going from hard hat to rock hard over at Plankers for freaking pronouncing your MOS, and I bid you a good wedding, good life, and most definitely, a new beginning. You and your wife, you got a long life ahead of you. So it's gonna be exciting. You're gonna do well. You have everyone's support, and in spirit, and a lot of times I think of your father in a positive way. Mi primito, despite as good as a person could feel, hearing him say that to me feels good. So just like, and it's difficult by comparison, but at the same time too, when hearing it feels good. It feels like I didn't need to hear it, but I'm glad I heard it. Just like your dad telling me that day felt great. So congratulations, and hopefully you guys can have a long and prosperous life together, working as a team, doing it up, and before you know it, it's gonna pay off. Definitely. So yeah, freaking, we're probably gonna go inside pretty soon. These sprinklers, they look threatening. And it's funny. I can remember Angelique's dad freaking looking at the dogs from at the condo. Hey, your dad owes me a freaking tree shaped carved into a face. He just went out there and took it. Like, what the? We've been here several months. You just go in there and grab stuff and leave. And, that's bad practice. I don't know what arrows. Same thing too. I go to Marcellus, and they're not letting me. I'm like, okay, we're not allowed. And I didn't ask for my stuff because I went there on foot from my Rebella projects to my. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Not well received. Man, I didn't expect this, but I guess, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's funny because freaking Chuck's like, man, Sun's in 3 now. Oh, man, reality. Yeah, the only difference, you can't dunk. That's the only difference. That's why they pissed. Because they can't pull a Stoudemire to a freaking shack it in your face now. Oh, yeah. And it's funny, just like of the cactus saguaro having a gun point at your head, but not on Y Watch now. Oh, all right, then, man. Freaking best wishes, you and your wife, and hopefully you guys can spread, and accumulate a large amount of wellness, a large amount of wait a minute, a large amount of wealth, because that's definitely going to be useful in the long run. But I hit you up, cousin. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Have a great wedding. And oh, house on the roof now. Oh,